There's a saying in football that brilliance doesn't always shine the brightest. Sometimes it's the quiet ones who truly transform the game. Among the superstars and showmen of modern football, there's one player who's rewritten what it means to be great, not through goals or flashy skills, but through sheer intelligence, humility, and consistency. Sergio Busquets, the silent maestro, the unsung hero, the heartbeat of Barcelona and Spain. From the dusty streets of Sabadell to the grandest stages of world football, Busquets' journey is one of quiet defiance. He was never the fastest, the strongest, or the most eye-catching. And yet, he became the player every coach dreams of, the teammate every player relies on, and the opponent every team fears. But how did a boy from a small town become the backbone of one of the greatest teams in history? And what is it about his story that's so profoundly human? In this video, we're diving deep into the life and legacy of Sergio Busquets. We'll uncover the moments that defined his career, the traits that made him irreplaceable, and the secrets behind his genius on the pitch. But more than that, we'll explore the man behind the player, his humility, his quiet leadership, and the impact he's left on the game. This is not just a story about football, it's a story about dedication, intelligence, and staying true to yourself. Stay with us as we take you through 5 chapters of Busquets' life, from his early days in Sabadell to his rise in La Masia, his pivotal role in Barcelona's golden era, and his enduring legacy. This is a tale of subtle brilliance, one that will make you see football, and perhaps life itself, in a new light. So sit back, relax, and prepare to be inspired by the quiet greatness of Sergio Busquets. Chapter 1. The Foundations of Greatness. Sergio Busquets. Burgos was born on July 16, 1988, in Sabadell, a modest town near Barcelona. Football ran in his veins, with his father, Carles Busquets, having been a goalkeeper for FC Barcelona in the 1990s. Growing up in this environment, Sergio's love for the game was nurtured early, yet despite his father's legacy, the younger Busquets was determined to carve his own path. His childhood was marked by a quiet resolve, a trait that would later define his playing style. As a young boy, Sergio joined local clubs such as Badia del Vallès and UE Lleida, where his raw talent began to shine. Coaches and teammates quickly noticed his intelligence on the field, his ability to anticipate plays, and his calm demeanor under pressure. Even at a young age, Sergio displayed an uncanny ability to simplify the game, making it look effortless. These traits caught the attention of FC Barcelona scouts, and in 2005, he joined the prestigious La Masia Academy. At La Masia, Busquets faced stiff competition from some of the best young players in Spain. He wasn't the fastest or the most technically gifted, but what set him apart was his extraordinary understanding of the game. His rise through the ranks was steady rather than meteoric, a testament to his dedication and work ethic. By the time Pep Guardiola took notice of him, it was clear that Busquets was destined for greatness. Sergio Busquets' performance on the pitch is nothing short of a masterclass in subtle brilliance. While others dazzle with flashy moves or thunderous strikes, Busquets dominates with his mind. His ability to read the game is unparalleled. He always seems to be 2 steps ahead, anticipating opponents' moves and intercepting passes with precision. As the anchor in midfield, he orchestrates the tempo, dictating play with his crisp, effortless passing. He's the player who turns defense into attack in the blink of an eye, often unnoticed by the casual observer, but indispensable to his team. His positioning is so immaculate that he rarely needs to sprint or make last-ditch tackles. He simply knows where to be before the ball arrives. It's football intelligence at its purest form, a trait that sets him apart from even the most talented players of his era. What truly defines Busquets, however, is his composure. Under pressure, he's a picture of calmness, unbothered by the chaos unfolding around him. Opponents press relentlessly, trying to force mistakes, but Busquets responds with an almost arrogant sense of ease, effortlessly gliding past challenges or finding the perfect pass. His first touch is immaculate, and his decision-making is precise, ensuring he rarely loses possession. This calm demeanor doesn't just inspire confidence in his teammates, It unsettles opponents who can't seem to rattle him. Busquets is proof that football doesn't always have to be frantic or physical. Sometimes it's about having the presence of mind to stay cool and let the game come to you. Chapter 2. The Breakthrough Moment. In 2008, Sergio Busquets' life changed forever when Pep Guardiola, newly appointed as Barcelona's first-team coach, promoted him from the B team. Guardiola saw something special in Busquets, a player who could anchor his revolutionary tiki-taka system. That season, Busquets made his first-team debut, and it didn't take long for him to become a regular starter. His calmness under pressure, precise passing, and ability to read the game were unmatched, even by more experienced players. The 2008 to 2009 season was historic for Barcelona as the team won the treble, La Liga, the Copa del Rey, and the UEFA Champions League. While stars like Lionel Messi and Xavi garnered most of the headlines, Busquets' contribution was invaluable. Operating as the pivot in midfield, he was the silent engine that kept the team running. His ability to intercept passes, break up opposition attacks, and transition the ball forward was pivotal to Barcelona's success. One of his most astonishing styles of dribbling is the V-turn, and more like the pivot turn and the aerial turn. This skills will make you go crazy. Busquets' performances drew praise from football legends and analysts alike. Xavi famously said, "If you watch the game, you don't see Busquets. But if you watch Busquets, you see the whole game." This quote encapsulates the essence of his game, understated yet indispensable. By the end of his debut season, Busquets had firmly established himself as one of the best defensive midfielders in the world. Chapter 3. The Unsung Hero of Spain. Busquets' rise at Barcelona coincided with his emergence on the international stage. In 2010, he was a key part of Spain's squad that won their first ever FIFA World Cup. Partnering with Xabi Alonso in midfield, Busquets provided balance and stability, allowing creative players like Xavi and Iniesta to flourish. His role in Spain's tiki-taka system was similar to his role at Barcelona, understated but crucial. During the World Cup, Busquets played every minute of Spain's knockout games, showcasing his endurance and tactical intelligence. He was often the player who intercepted a crucial pass or started a counterattack, but his contributions rarely made the highlight reels. Instead, he earned the admiration of teammates and coaches who recognized his unique ability to make everyone around him better. Vicente del Bosque, Spain's coach at the time, famously said, "You watch the game and see that he does everything. Without Busquets, we wouldn't have been champions." Despite his achievements, Busquets faced criticism from some quarters, particularly for his occasional theatrics on the pitch. However, these moments were far outweighed by his consistency and brilliance. He remained a model of professionalism, focused solely on his team's success. For Busquets, football was never about individual accolades. It was about contributing to something greater than himself. Chapter 4. The Quiet Leader. As Busquets matured, he evolved into a leader both on and off the pitch. He never sought the spotlight, preferring to let his actions speak for themselves. By the time he became Barcelona's captain, he had already spent over a decade at the club, winning countless trophies and earning the respect of teammates and opponents alike. His leadership style was calm and composed, reflecting his personality and playing style. Off the pitch, Busquets remained a private individual. He shied away from the limelight, preferring to spend time with his family and close friends. Few people knew of his love for animals or his involvement in charitable causes, as he rarely publicized these efforts. This humility endeared him to fans and reinforced his image as a player who valued substance over style. One of the most remarkable aspects of Busquets' career has been his longevity. Despite the physical demands of his position, he has maintained an elite level of performance well into his 30s. His meticulous preparation, both mental and physical, has been key to his success. While other players relied on natural athleticism, Busquets relied on his brain, proving that intelligence and positioning can outlast speed and strength. Chapter 5. A Legacy Etched in Time. As Sergio Busquets' career begins to wind down, his legacy is already secured. He will be remembered as one of the greatest defensive midfielders in football history, a player who redefined what it means to be a pivot. His influence extends beyond Barcelona and Spain. He has inspired a new generation of midfielders who value intelligence, teamwork, and selflessness. Players like Rodri, Frankie de Jong, and Joshua Kimmich often cite Busquets as a role model. His impact on the game is immeasurable, not just for his trophies and accolades, but for the way he played the game. He showed that brilliance doesn't have to be flashy, that the most important contributions are often the ones that go unnoticed. For Busquets, football was never about being the star. It was about making the stars shine brighter. As fans look back on his career, they will remember the countless moments of magic he created, the stability he provided, and the legacy he left behind. Sergio Busquets, the unsung hero, the silent maestro, the heartbeat of Barcelona and Spain, has proven that true greatness doesn't need to shout. Sometimes it simply whispers. And there you have it, the story of Sergio Busquets, a player who proved that greatness isn't always measured in goals or headlines. He's the invisible thread that held teams together, the steady hand in moments of chaos, and the silent maestro whose influence was felt in every pass, every interception, and every triumph. Busquets didn't just play football, he understood it in a way few ever could. He taught us that brilliance doesn't have to shout, it can whisper. That success isn't about chasing glory, but about making those around you better. And that sometimes the most extraordinary legacies are built by simply doing the ordinary things exceptionally well. Busquets joined Inter Miami alongside his former Barcelona teammates, Lionel Messi and Jordi Alba, reuniting the trio at the Major League Soccer club. As his career begins to wind down, one thing is clear. Sergio Busquets will be remembered not just as a player, but as a lesson in humility, intelligence, and the quiet power of staying true to yourself. Thank you for watching, and let's celebrate the rare beauty of subtle brilliance. Because in football, just like in life, it's often the quiet moments that leave the loudest echoes.